So I know I said don't bother listening to the Lil Wayne album, but like, do you think you would do a video where you talk about his downfall? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I was just on his Instagram and I was so affected. Like, how do you go from one of the best rappers of our generation to producing such rubbish crap like that? Everything was just bad. Like, it's been like 6, 7 years since his last album, and then he hypes it up kind of on social media, but then like the promo for it is with Cetaphil. Like, what's Cetaphil got to do with your brand? I don't understand. And then on top of that, you don't even get the Super Bowl gig, and then the concerts and shows that you do and performances that you do before that, they're all crap. He's like rapping a milli, but he's like singing it. Like, I just don't understand. Like, what's the thought process? What's he doing? I'm so affected. I'm so confused. What happened?
As my sister described in such a beautiful way with her confusion and just not knowing what to say, she was speechless. Sharon, if you're watching this, thank you so much for letting me use that in my video, because I had to put it in, because my sister is one of the biggest Lil Wayne stans you will ever meet. Okay, she freaking loves Lil Wayne. She's been listening to him since she was like in the 7th grade, okay, or year 7, and she's like nearly 30. So if that gives you a context of how long she's been listening to Lil Wayne and, you know, really loves him, then there you go. Okay, but what happened to Lil Wayne? Like, what has actually happened? Like, I'm speechless. How did he go from being one of the pioneers of rap, you know, doing his thing in the 2000s, giving us two of the biggest rappers of our generation, okay, giving us two of the biggest rappers in so far, okay, in the past 10 years, no tea, no shade, Nicki and Drake, right, mentoring them, helping them. But it's just kind of like, I think Lil Wayne is at a point with rapping where a lot of people, older rappers, get to, and there's nothing wrong with what I'm going to say, where a lot of older rappers get to, and they get to a kind of age or like a point where it's kind of like they don't have anything to say or to rap about. And that's why a lot of older people don't really release albums, like Jay-Z and Andre 3000. I'm pretty sure Andre 3000 spoke about the same thing I just said. He said, you know, it gets to a point when you are just kind of like at this age and there's nothing to talk about. So like, why release music if there's nothing to talk about? And I freaking love that point, because I think Lil Wayne is just at a point in his career where he's done it all. He's gotten all the accolades. He's traveled around the world, and there's just nothing to talk about. And when you listen to his album, he had nothing to talk about. Guys, I was fighting for my life listening to that. Like the other day, right, I saw everyone on Twitter, this is the worst Wayne album, this is terrible. And for me personally, I have to listen to an album a couple times. I can't just listen to an album once. Like, sometimes I can decide whether I like an album, you know, a couple songs through, and I'll be like, hey, I love this. Like, you know, this is great. But I don't know, I feel like when I'm reviewing something or reviewing a song or an album, I have to listen to it more than once. I have to listen to it when I'm walking. I have to listen to it when, you know, I don't know, when I'm cleaning, like doing things. Because sometimes when I'm like cleaning or doing things, that's when I sometimes realize like something, like a lyric, or I realize like a, maybe like instrument or like a beat, something that I didn't realize when I was just sitting down focused on it. But anyways, I was just rambling. But I was fighting for my life. I got to, what did I get to? I think I got to Maria in the album. I had like 3-4 songs. I couldn't finish the album. Guys, I was fighting for my life. I was overwhelmed. I found that album and a lot of the songs on the album, I was like overwhelmed. It was giving, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was just overwhelmed with the instrumentation, the production. Like, whoever produced this album, you're going to hell. You are going to hell, because how did this album get passed through? Like, how did this get okayed, guys? That's just my question. And I get it, there are some people who love this album, and great for you. If you love it, I love that for you, babe, okay? But this is just my opinion, and I think this doesn't just go for this video, but guys, when I give my opinions on music, on artists, celebrities, it's just my opinion. It's not a fact, it's not truth, okay? And it's opinion. Opinions are subjective, okay? So if you love it, that is great, Pookie Bear, and I actually love that for you. Go stream it, go buy it, good for you. I just think, Wayne, you need to quit it. This is not the Wayne I used to know, or that I was like who I remember, okay? And this is the guy that you wanted to headline the Super Bowl. No tea, no shade. And I have to get into this because I've had this conversation with my sister so many times because she's like a major Lil Wayne stan, as I said before. And I said this to her and she nearly knocked me out. So I'm going to say it. She nearly knocked my lights out when I said it. So I'm going to say this. Lil Wayne is just, he's not in his prime anymore. That album, no. Okay, there's no way he's going to headline the Super Bowl versus someone like Kendrick. Lil Wayne is not even healthy enough. He can't even freaking be sober. Okay, I would give Lil Wayne a challenge. Be sober for 5 interviews. Actually, not even 5 interviews. Be sober for 48 hours. Okay, don't drink, lean, don't smoke weed for 48 hours. Then come back to me. But until that happens, until he can be sober for not even, actually, let's just give it a week. Go without smoking, drinking for a week and see how he would improve so much. See what would happen, okay? Because there's no way he was going to headline the Super Bowl. And this album, low-key, he confirmed what I have been saying. He's struggling to rap on beat. Not on the album, but when he performs live, it's crazy work. Like, people be paying so much money to see Lil Wayne and he be off beat. He be doing the most. He's not even... guys, I don't know. And for me, what I find strange is that Lil Wayne is the only rapper I know who can get away with releasing trash after trash after trash and no one really says it. Like, yeah, he's getting dragged, but it's not really as much as I thought it would be, to the extent. Like, I thought you guys would have been dragging him by his 2 dreads, but no, it's like, yeah, he's getting dragged, but a lot of people are actually defending him, which I did not think would happen. This is crazy work. I get it, there are Lil Wayne stans, but there is no way you can confidently tell me that this album is a 10 out of 10. This album is a 50 out of 10. There is no way. If you look me dead in the face, straight face, and tell me this is a 10 out of 10 album, bro, I know you've got some problems. I know you've got some problems, or you're just some crazy Delulu stan, which a lot of people who are saying it's good are. And it's crazy because the more he releases these songs, these albums, it's like he's just ruining his legacy. And like I said, he is the only artist I know who can release trash after trash and no one says anything. Give it a month and people will forget about this album and they'll still be like, oh, Lil Wayne is the GOAT, da 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 da. But it's like, I think it gets to a point, it's like, if you just keep on releasing trash, are you really the GOAT though? Like, are you really the greatest of all time? Are you really up there? Okay, because now he's just ruining his legacy. It's like Kanye West, when people are like, oh, well, he made Graduation, or he's the GOAT. But his last album releases have been trash. They've been terrible. He's like, what did he say? I gave my cousin head. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. But it gets to a point where it's just like, if you just keep on releasing trash after trash after trash, are you really the GOAT? Like, you know what I mean? And I find only women in the industry don't get this much grace. Like, if Nicki was to release an album like this and to continue to release trash after trash after trash album, you would not have the same grace for her. So why do we have the same grace for people like Lil Wayne? Okay, let's just quit it. Let's stop it. And what I will say is that I generally don't know how this got okay. I'm flabbergasted. I genuinely don't know. And to be fair, I will give Lil Wayne this. The first 2 tracks of the album, I can't remember what they're called. I actually like the opening track. So that's why when I saw people online saying that this is the worst album ever, and I listened to the first and second song, I was like, what is everyone talking about? These songs they're chill, they're great. Like, oh my gosh, this is such a great opener. And then I actually sat down and actually got into the album and I was like, oh yeah, they're not lying. Okay, this is trash. No tea, no shade. And some people might be like, okay, so if it's trash, where is it trash? I think just everything. Okay, when it comes to the instrumentation, oh my gosh, in Elephants and Peanuts or something, I was so physically overwhelmed. I was like, what the hell? I was overstimulated with the production, the elephant noises. Guys, I wanted to cry. There's elephant noises randomly. There was some drums and instruments were too loud. Lil Wayne like, if you have nothing to say in rap, please don't rap. I would actually prefer you just retire, just leave. Lil Wayne did not have to do this, like, bro, like, he really did not have to do this. I don't know if it's like he's money hungry or whatever, but like, he just did not have to do this, bro. Like, you don't have to do this. You are telling me this got passed by and okayed by multiple people. It got okayed for Lil Wayne from his producers. Okay, it got okayed by his record label, and part of that record label, there's probably different executives, different people, right, in that record label who okayed it. Okay, this is what happens when you have yes men and people around you. This is what happens when you have yes men, yes women around you who just want to get a quick buck. Because I guarantee the producers, they don't care if it's trash. They're not gonna, if a producer is producing something for you, right, say you got I don't know, whoever, they're producing something for you, they give you a beat or whatever and you rap over the beat, they're not gonna tell you that your rapping is trash because they just want to get paid for for using the beat. So say for example, I charge 10k, right, for one of the beats that Lil Wayne wants to use. He gives me £10,000 or $10,000 for that beat, or however much money. I'm not going to tell him that it's trash, because he's just giving me 10k. I'm just going to be like, yeah, pat him on the back and be like, yeah, that's great. Thanks for the 10k. Because a lot of people forget how producing an album is actually very expensive. You need like, what? I'm going to say probably like $1 million at least, because you have to pay for the beats. You have to pay for the producers. You have to pay for the writers. You have to pay for the music videos, the crew at the music videos. Okay, most of what I just said is just on the actual album itself. Okay, and then you have to freaking pay for promotion, all of that stuff. It all adds up, right? So you're gonna need literally tons of money. And if you think about it, these producers are actually conning the hell out of these artists, because they are charging you 10k. I'm pretty sure, is it Pharrell Williams or something, or Metro Boomin? They be charging like 100k for a beat. And say for example, an album has 10 songs in it, or an album has 15 songs. Okay, you do the maths. It's not cheap. And the fact, guys, I'm just really, I'm not even angry. I'm not even upset. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. And the fact is that Nicki Minaj hopped on one of his songs, right, and actually made the song better. Is it their best collaboration together? No. But is it cute? Yeah, right. But Nicki arguably made that song a lot better and kind of out-rapped him, which isn't a shock, okay, because Nicki she's been out-rapping all the guys in the industry for years, okay. She freaking out-rapped Jay, Kanye and Rick Ross all in one song with one verse, right? So she's used to out-rapping all these men, and that's why a lot of men in the industry don't like Nicki. The men in the industry don't like her because she out-raps them in every single verse she does. But that's another convo for another day. What shocks me is that Nicki hopped on one of the songs, and Nicki is kind of being a yes man. I doubt that she told Lil Wayne, hey, your album is trash. But the thing is with Nicki is that she will always tell the other rap girlies, right, that their music is trash. She will openly say that Megan has one flow, which is true. I'm not saying that she's wrong, but I'm just saying, can you have the same smoke? Can you have the same energy and the same respect? Because I don't think Nicki telling Wayne his album is trash is disrespectful. I actually think that's respectful, because she's actually telling you what a lot of people won't. And I think that's more loving and more caring, telling someone the truth than lying to them and being deceptive and being like, yeah, it's amazing, when it's not. So I would love to see Nicki have the same smoke and energy for Wayne and telling him that his music is trash, like he does for the Cardi B's and the Megans. Okay, I get it. Lil Wayne wasn't freaking doing what Megan Thee Stallion is doing, but at least have the same honesty that you have for Megan, saying that she has one flow, which she does, and all of that for Lil Wayne. So Nicki, in my opinion, is kind of just being a yes man as well. She's hopping along on the train. She's doing the same thing. I'm like, so you didn't... I doubt that she had the conversation to tell him that his album was trash, because I think if she did, she wouldn't have featured on his song. And this isn't the first time that Lil Wayne has released trash, and Nicki has continued to give him his flowers. And I'm just like, you can give someone their flowers but still say that the latest music is bad, or something that they've done is bad. Like, for example, I can give Nicki her flowers, but when she went on live, right, with Jessie Nelson and started to randomly pick on Leanne, I was like, that's wrong. Why is Nicki doing that? That's weird behavior, right? And I was like, that is weird. But I can still give Nicki her flowers. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I mean? So that's crazy work to me. This album was absolutely terrible. I don't even want to pick apart the songs. I didn't want to pick apart the songs. You know what, Pookie Bear, I would recommend you don't listen to it, but you're gonna do what you want to do, so listen to it if you want, okay? But yeah, this is terrible. I can't be bothered to pick apart the song. It's kind of like when I listen to Ice Spice's album. What is it called? The fart album, the trash album. What's it called? Freaking damn, what is it called? This is so crazy. This is random. I actually had the opportunity to go to Ice Spice show for free. Like, my school was handing out free Ice Spice tickets and I just didn't see the email. So guys, I could have went to see Ice Spice for free, because she was handing out free tickets because it wasn't selling, allegedly. So she was handing out free tickets to like schools in my area, saying Ice Spice is coming here, and all you have to do is show your school ID to get in. So I actually could have went to see Ice Spice, and I just missed the emails. That would have been so fun to vlog, but anyways, I'm rambling. Yeah, this Lil Wayne album kind of reminds me of the whole like Y2K thing with Ice Spice, because that album is terrible and no one can convince me. It's just like this Lil Wayne album is terrible. No one can convince me. I tried listening with an unbiased open mind. I sat down, I really did try, and it's just terrible. from production to lyricism, even the featured artists. When I remember when Lil Wayne revealed the featured artists, and I could tell this album's gonna be bad, because what do you mean you have Big Sean and Big Jelly Roll, whatever his name is, Big freaking Jelly Roll, Jelly Tub, Teletubbies, whatever his name is, on a song? Like, I knew that was gonna be bad. No tea, no shade, but Big Sean is washed. He's out of his prime. He hasn't had a good song in like 10 years. No tea, no shade. So I knew that those songs were gonna be terrible. And then he had a bunch of artists featured on the song, which I had no clue who they were. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank you so much for watching and getting to the end of the video. You deserve a cookie. You deserve a brownie. You deserve a big freaking hug from me. Okay. Bye, guys. Subscribe.